Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bread's Bakery broadcast. This is episode 9. Episode 8 was the live episode that aired on Twitch and then was reposted to YouTube after the fact. It's been a minute since we did this. I am your host, Bread MG, and I'm here with some new guests, entirely new guests. And finally, after like 4 episodes in a row, I convinced Soul to go touch grass, so he is no longer in the bakery for a little bit, and we replaced him with Dandube. Welcome in, Dandube.
Bishful he could steal my sport of being the consistent guy on a Hot Wheels podcast. I think not.
I imagine those are fighting words. Those comments should be amusing. I've got
Come at
Gunner.
me, Paul.
I've got
Mommy, mommy, bro.
4v1.
Hello. I am the Gunner boy.
Welcome in, Gunner. And then I have Footloose.
Hello there.
Glad to have Footloose back, of course.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You know, I've
My
had a
bed is
pretty good
comfy.
day, I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
But you know what another pretty good day is?
What?
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh Jesus! I didn't even. I fucking didn't even see it coming.
Got
No
him.
one expects at the beginning of the episode.
I know.
It's like the Spanish
Wait, Footloose
Inquisition.
is a Mexican?
No. Footloose is as white as it
No.
gets. He's just making
Yeah.
a meme from the first episode.
I'm just,
I think it was the first episode where you did that,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It was the first episode I
It was
appeared
the
in
first
anyway.
episode, I remember it.
I think it was the very first episode. I think you did it in the first 2 episodes.
He
I
did.
do it in every episode that I'm in. Have to be consistent.
I guess I haven't had you on in a while.
It has been a while.
damn. Fake friends. Fake friends.
Incorrect. We play fucking Siege on a nightly basis.
Yeah,
is
that's
true.
bro. That's basically torture.
Not when you're like winning though. And Footloose is actually it's incredible. Foot's actually gotten better at a game, and of all the games he
Yeah.
could have gotten better at, it's Siege. But it happened because he played with
I honestly
us and
wasn't on my
Dasher, which
bingo
is kind of
card.
wild. But yeah, if you told me that Foot was
Not
going to
on
get
my bingo card.
like near a 1.0 KD in any game, and I would never guess Siege. Never in a million, because he was routinely like a 0.5 kind of guy. Now he's like a near 1.0 kind of guy, and I've never been prouder of him. Like, oh my god, my boy's doing it. I'm not trying to carry a dead fish.
Must be nice.
Now Dandube's the dead fish we carry around.
It's all right, Dan. You'll pick it up. I believe in you.
Yeah, so I guess a couple. So I have a lot of Bread Bowl announcements, but those will all come later when we get to that part of the show. But I'll get this part out right now. On the day that this episode airs, we are just a few hours away from the livery competition stream. It will be on my Twitch, which is Twitch TV/breadmg_. So if you want to check out all the cool Bread Bowl liveries that were submitted for the competition, there will be 3 winners. That'll be on stream a few hours after this goes up. So be sure to check that out. Because it should be a good time. Because I have intentionally not looked at like any of the liveries, and the ones that I have seen, I've only seen like glances of. I've not really like taken a real close look at anything yet. So I'm really excited for it. People have done a pretty good job of hiding them. I know that some of the highway haulers are people pulled out all the stops for some memes, so I'm really excited for that. So should be a good time. Also in that same stream, I'm going to announce the full track list. So I just want to put that out there at the beginning of the episode, but I will talk about this again when we get to the Bread Bowl stuff later.
Right on.
Yeah. Any other small talk? Anything else you guys want to talk about before we jump into our first topic?
I think it's time for a reckoning.
Oh god.
I think it might be. I think it
Not
might
this
be,
part
bro.
episode.
Oh, shit! I forgot this. I always forget the goddamn small talk slide. I set them both up. Because this one has the name and then the episode number, and then I always forget the damn whatever. Fuck it.
I
It's
think you just need
okay.
to make it different.
It's okay.
Milestone bad.
Milestone. You suck. My
To quote Angry Joe, you done fucked it up.
So
Moving on.
I'm gonna pick up from where I last talked about Milestone in a very rushed 20-minute video on the day that I got timed out for caring about the community, and I'm just gonna get us caught up to speed on what's happened since that video went up, because that has been about a week and a half now since that all went down. So since then, they continued to ban and time out people. Anybody with any criticism of the team or the devs, Milestone has routinely told everybody to shut up without actually saying it by just silencing everybody they can and just sending them out the door if they can. Anybody who even had like an ounce of rudeness in their messages is getting sent. Anybody who tried to play it like super clean cut, like no profanity or anything, they can't justify banning you, but since you're still criticizing them, they just slap you with a week timeout. So since that happened, a lot of stuff has happened, and it is even more embarrassing for them. So on top of silencing more people, I guess we'll start with strictly the Hot Wheels stuff for now. This week, the devs released a patch, the fabled patch. They have been working on it for an age, saying things like,
Genius.
"Oh yeah, we're working on a big balance patch. We're gonna get all the bugs. We're gonna get all this. We're gonna get all that. It's gonna be great. There's a big patch coming. Just wait for the news." This shit drops and it was like a wet fart. And not
What
the
did
safe
they,
kind either. Like, just really dangerous, just fucking aggressive levels of ass. This patch was so trash.
What did they do in the patch?
Okay, yeah, great question, Foot. Let's get into that. They, quote, like, fixed the DLC monster trucks, except that they still shake, which means they still have issues. And what I mean by that is if you hop in one of the DLC monster trucks and sit in one place, you literally see them shivering like they're outside in the cold without a jacket on. And it's like, what the
That's
fuck's wrong
hilarious.
with the car? If you take a magnet corner in them, they slide like there's no traction at all. They're trash. They're still garbage. So that's hilarious. I guess. I mean, what else? They fixed a couple cars that had top speed bugs.
Fixed Power Driver, which I'm quite happy about.
Yeah, so they fixed Pile Driver, and then what was the other one? Shark Bite and the Fiat 500 STH?
No, I think it was just the Fiat
Yeah,
because
just the Fiat.
Was it just...
before,
Wait, really?
I think it was just the Fiat and the pile driver.
yeah, because the Fiat was too OP. Then they nerfed it into the ground, and then they just brought it back up to be like not bannable.
Wait. Wait, really? I thought for sure that they worked on a couple of the other cars as well.
No, I think
No,
it
it
was
was made-
just.
SCH and Power Driver were the main mentions.
All right,
But
well,
I could
I
be
mean,
wrong.
yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, the
Rick
point
over
is,
here giving Milestone more credit than they deserve.
they worked on...
If they did,
fixed-
they did. If
They
didn't,
fixed a
they
couple cars. They fixed a collision on the Italy map that almost nobody knows about at all. And they were extremely vague with it. So, again, they're not really solving the simple communication issue that we asked for. They were like, yeah, we
Imagine-
fixed some stuff.
Did
anyone check what the collision was?
Couldn't be Milestone.
Some people think it was like something with a table on one of the dev tracks was causing a weird clipping.
I know
Imagine the
about that one.
collision they fixed was the out of bounds.
It wasn't.
It was not.
It was checked.
It would have been really.
Thankfully, they didn't fix that. I would have been so pissed if
That
after
would have been really
that would have
funny.
been absolutely ridiculous if after all this time the one bug they decide to fix is the out of balance bug.
That would have been
And
hilarious.
That would kill the
Jesus.
game.
Yeah, I mean that would be
Bad.
absolute fucking.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I'm convinced they don't know how to fix it, and that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I mean, Gore was the one who figured out the DLC issue in the first game, like, so
That's true.
you know, it's like, I don't know. They don't give off. Excuse me. They don't give off an impression of competence. You know, they really don't.
Yeah.
So, and then shortly after they announced that, they announced this gem. Everyone, this is the last scheduled patch for Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, barring any unexpected game-breaking bugs. The bug reporting and feedback channels will remain open so you can continue to share your feedback with us. Thanks for your cooperation, and see you on the track. First of all, we have been anything but cooperative, so I thought that particular sentence was hilarious. Second, they have made one message in the server since this happened. I think Alexia replied to something in Q&A. Or maybe it was in feedback.
Why don't you just search for Alexia?
That's too much work. The other thing is I don't give a rip. Maybe it was here? There it is. This is it. This is the only message anyone has seen from this team since this happened. So I'm convinced they are not moderating anymore. I don't think they're moderating this server anymore. I don't think they care. I have been in here slamming them as much as possible, and they and nothing. It's ridiculous. So they truly have
Bro.
they straight up they've muted this server. I am convinced Alexia and Milestone team have muted this server because they have been active in the Monster Jam Showdown server. They straight up muted this shit and were like, "Yeah, we're moving on." Like, and the sad thing is people are still going to Q&A and feedback and bug reporting and sending stuff in like anything is going to happen. I hate to break it to you guys, they're never doing a patch for this game ever again unless something happens and the game literally won't work at all. Like,
The next patch will
Even
be
then,
Hot
when are
Wheels
they
Unleashed
gonna read
3.
the next patch better not be Hot Wheels
Unleashed
Unleashed 3.
3.
I'm not buying Hot Wheels Unleashed 3 if it's by Milestone.
I'd buy it.
The next patch is going to be shutting down the servers on this game when they decide that they've had enough of us. I'm shocked that the Discord server is still open at all. Like, they just don't care.
I mean, they can't just shut it down. That's just bad publicity.
And it's all bad publicity.
Technically, Dan.
Well, that would just be even more bad publicity.
They've done nothing but take L's. They're just farming L's. And there are even more I'm going to get to here in a minute. But one of the things that really cracks me up is I just lost my train of thought. Shit. Milestone, sucking dicks. What was I going to say? Quick, Footloose, think of something. Oh, I remember. Sorry. I remember now.
Oh, goddamn.
My bad. Okay, so another fun thing that we found out as soon as I got got untimed out, we found out what got Gore and then by extension Gunner banned, because we couldn't figure out what got Gore banned in the first place. Gore was banned by Me6, their auto mod, for language, but the big message that was sent to try and get Milestone's shit together, trying to convince them that they need to turn their shit around. That big message, there was no inappropriate language anywhere in it. Nowhere.
Was it him speaking Italian?
Not that one. No, there was another one that went up. Gunner has the screenshot somewhere of it, but
Excuse me.
yeah. So they no ill language, no cursing, no derogatory terms, no slurs, nothing crazy, nothing at all. It was typed up so that there would be no controversy. They could post it and they can't get rid of them for bad language. Well, I figured out what the word was that got Gore banned. And would you believe it if I told you that it was that what? The mod that got who basically had to step down due to public outrage, server outrage, stepped down, left the server, and got banned because he got outed as a pedophile and was harassing people in the Discord. That they made it so that you could not say his name without catching a warning and then eventually a ban from Me6. So it's literally just it's like they're trying to hide a fire.
Gift to us, being Coldwell banned.
So it got Gore banned, and then I don't think Milestone was reading that message at all. They just saw that Gunner screenshotted that thing, saw it was Gore's message. When he posted it, they just cut straight to the chase and banned him. But Gunner shouldn't have even needed to do that in the first place, because that shouldn't be a banned word on that server. I think it would be different if Milestone actually apologized to the people who were victims of that in the server, in that community that were victims. And they never apologized once. Never. They never apologized to them. They got rid of him after fighting for him for a long fucking time. I don't know if you guys remember that. We had to fight to get rid of that guy. And then when we did get rid of him, they did not apologize. They just got rid of him, and it was silence after that. I actually fought. I was like, you need to apologize to these people. They never did it. And now they just try to sweep the whole situation under the rug by banning Datwhat's name. Like, keeping it out of the conversation. And to be fair, I wouldn't want anybody talking about it either. But you never apologized. You never made things right with any of the people who were, bothered by Datwhat. So you never made it right for them. So I don't think you should be allowed to just, CCP fucking blank out all conversation, all mention of the guy.
China-lazing.
Honestly, it really lends credit.
You need to make like rats in Apollo cheese.
It really lends credit to the comment I made that got me banned.
Why they bad Footloose?
Footloose went a bit unhinged and called him.
Them fascists.
He called Italy because they're Italians. He called them fascists.
Mamma mia.
I am going to play a PR card and say that is Foot talking and not me.
My lawyers have advised me to not agree with that statement.
Footloose's unhinged comments on the state of Italy are not a representation of the Bread's Bakery broadcast.
It is true.
That is his take, and
I stand by my own comments.
I'm going to stay out of that.
I stand on my own.
Wait, is Italy actually under fascist
No.
dictatorship?
We're not going there.
We're not going into politics. It's a politics-free
staying
zone.
Very far away from that topic. But anyway,
about that guy's ear, right?
That being said, there is an inkling of truth to that very that comment ends up striking a little bit home when they're literally out here censoring everything. They don't want to see any bad press at all. So next thing that really bit them in the ass, and this actually kind of happened before I found out about what being a censored word. The Monster Jam game got leaked by Epic.
I saw that.
Was it?
Yes, it was. It was out there a month early. The day pre-orders went up, it actually just went live. So people who pre-ordered the game on Epic, got full access to the game. So
that's crazy.
And it is hilarious. So I'm gonna go over that.
Is it still up?
No, they took it down. So, but let me explain. Let me explain what went down there. So I don't know if you guys know about Toucan Plays. He's a YouTuber. I think he's got like 29,000 subs, something like that.
Oh, big boy.
Yeah, he's one of the people who's been like covering all the news and stuff. And when it came out, he was like, "Yeah, I've got the game," and he basically was like, I have the game. I'm going to stream as much of it as possible before I lose access to it. Because if I don't, somebody else will. It's like a business decision. You know what I mean? Like he has an opportunity.
It's the YouTube rat race.
It's exactly. It's like he's got an opportunity to be the first one to report on gameplay and all this stuff. And let's just say that Milestone was not too happy about this. So before,
did they copyright strike him?
No, but they were real buddy in the Monster Jam Showdown server, Toucan Plays and Milestone, because they straight up knew that he was covering a lot of the news and stuff. And they would mention, like, that they would post news and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we know you're going to talk about it on your channel." Toucan refused to stop playing. He did like a solid, it was like, I don't know how many hours, it was at least like 13 hours of streaming the game.
13 hours to play a Monster Jam game. Must have been that good of a game, good lord.
But Milestone banned him from the Monster Jam server. And that is an interesting decision because immediately we are already seeing messages from the Monster Jam community saying that Milestone does not care about the community because they banned him. This shit is hilarious. I'm just going to go down to the comment section. Obviously, you see me here. I'm trying to warn these people. But where did it go? Did it get deleted? Oh, it might have been deleted.
We got screenshots of it, right?
The break in MotoGP
they
24
already did.
Feels unpredictable.
Oh, yeah. So here's another thing. We're also finding out that there are other games. This game released like a month or 3 months ago, and it apparently has issues. And so people are coming to this video begging them to fix a game that they just released, just to show you how bad these people are. And then, of course, you have our community that's in here being like, this is me, obviously. Unless this game will be completely abandoned.
Our community, it's just you, my guy.
What are you talking about? It's not
it's
just
me.
There's
You.
another
It's not just me.
guy looks very similar to Unleashed too.
Adam's in here, but also there a bunch of people are on some of the other stuff. They
One other guy.
Yoda and Bizor were on a video on their, I think it was either their Instagram or their TikTok, and they posted #FreeFedestic, and those comments got removed. There used to be a comment on here that was basically
Second missed replies.
Where is it?
Second bottom.
Yeah,
By Tableau, 6 replies.
Yeah, it's not this comment that I was talking about, but yeah, we have a guy who's like, "Oh, wait, what?" Oh, my comment got deleted too. I had a reply to this, it got deleted. But somebody in this comment section basically said something to the effect of, oh my goodness, did I screenshot it? I had, oh yeah. Someone said, "How about y'all let my boy Toucan Plays back into the community? Y'all don't care about the community." That comment is gone. That comment is gone. They fucking removed it. Yeah. I got it. Here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry. My Discord channel blew up there. There it is. It was on this video, but they removed it because, again, they don't want people to see bad press. But goddamn, is there a lot of it, bro? There is a lot of it. Hey, they're getting pooed on left, right, and center. Hence, all of our glorious poop emojis. I mean, obviously, like, people who are into monster trucks are gonna be excited about this shit, and they're gonna get it anyway. But they're very clearly like getting a lot of shit from people on various videos. And this one is mostly just me and Adam, but on other forms of media, they are getting pooed on everywhere. And
all I
guess
can say is I hope the monster trucks drive better in that game than they do in.
Yeah. So have you guys seen? Have you seen any of the gameplay? Have you guys seen any of the gameplay?
Not at all.
I've seen the TikToks.
It doesn't look that good. Okay, so on one level, I think it looks pretty boring. It looks like just, I mean, obviously it's like it's like monster truck racing, right? I mean, so the monster trucks are very cool. The racing that they have, and it's most of the game is racing. I don't know. It just, the physics look kind of bad. It doesn't really look that great. But where it really shines, and by shines I mean shits itself the worst, is freestyle. So the freestyle,
like that fucking clip where he just has a cyclone and just goes to like Mark 7.
Yes, it's, oh my god, I don't know how far I have to scroll up to find that, but that shit is hilarious. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Also, I love how they're already showing signs of don't give a fuck. Like in the Q&A section, one of the questions was, are the devs going to adjust some of the challenges to unlock monster trucks before release? Answer, no. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
We probably shouldn't play any of Milestone's videos in this, because I wouldn't put it past them, the copyright.
I wasn't going to play any of their videos. The video link that I pulled up was not their video. Hang on, let me see. It's got to be around here. Where is it? Oh, I know what that is. I'm not clicking that.
We totally have everything organized and together.
Oh yeah.
Quick enough. Sometimes it'll
totally organized.
Sorry, let me mute this. This is from Toucan Plays stream. But like, look at this fucking shit.
Oh man.
This is not how physics. This is not how physics. Look at this.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Yeah.
So another thing I want to point out though, look how fucking boring this arena is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it does look pretty boring.
He's like, he's not like in the center, but there's like fucking, you can count the number of like jump things.
God, he fucking levitated, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he fucking levitates, but and so yeah, physics are broken as shit. But like, look at this. You can see the number of ramps, and it's pretty pathetic. Also, I don't know if this bothers you guys, but there's a severe lack of like when you think monster trucks, you think like in the arena they got old shitty cars that you can crush as you're doing your freestyles and stuff.
Yeah,
there's none of that.
There's actually
a lack of monster truck stuff in there.
No, there's actually a reason for the lack of crushed cars. That's like a real thing that's happening to Monster Jam.
Oh, is it really?
Apparently, that's
please
due to safety.
Oh, you know what though?
Because
I get that.
That's fair.
That's due to safety, so they're probably just like trying to reflect that.
Okay, that's fair. But it is also a video game, so like.
Yeah, true. Like.
I guess they're
So
trying to
there's also that. I will point out that you can also launch your monster truck into the invisible barrier above the grandstand. So, I don't know. I mean, like, it's a video game. Just you could easily just put some cars to crush. I mean, It'd probably be too much for their physics. It would probably destroy everything trying to do that, but whatever.
The monster trucks in this game do have like crush physics. So
they do. Oh yeah. I mean, look at it. Look at the fucking. His truck is just disintegrating, which I like. I think this is pretty cool. The fact that the trucks come apart, like that's a plus.
I mean, yeah, that is.
It's got a realistic damage physics, which is pretty cool. But this is not good physics.
That's not physics.
Also, as I was trying to say, the number of ramps and stuff in this freestyle area is really sad.
You can count them across 2 hands.
There's nothing here. I mean, obviously, we're only looking one way here, but even when the camera starts to spin, you can kind of tell there really aren't that many ramps on this map. And all of them are like this. It's just sad. So, look, I will never buy a game from Milestone again. But I also know that I was blinded by the shininess and the coolness of Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 before it released, like the rest of this community. And I know people are going to buy it, but if you have not, I highly recommend, if you've not bought Monster Jam Showdown or whatever the hell this game is called, either get it at a steep discount, don't get it at all, or get it when it's free. And if you don't like the way it's released right now, I promise, you're not going to see many changes. I know that Toucan added, like, this is a test build to his stream. Probably to keep from getting into legal trouble, but I'm telling you right now, from our experience, you're going to be very upset with what they actually fixed because it is a fraction of the things you're going to ask for. And one of those things that I guarantee you they're not going to fucking touch is that fucking terrible freestyle camera. I'm not going to pull up any clips here because I don't really feel like it, but in the freestyle portions of this game, if you guys, the camera is nauseating. It's so bad.
That one clip that you showed us, yeah, that's nauseating.
It's bad. It's really awful. And even Toucan and Wegner, guys who were on this stream, and they're very excited about the game, they were like, dude, this camera's bad. And they were like, freestyle is really bad. So it's like, that is a sign. You've got to pay attention to that stuff. So, I mean, I know I'm mostly speaking to the Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 portion of this community, so you already know where things are with Milestone. But if you happen to be somebody on the outside looking in, don't fall for this shit. No more. I'm telling you right now, I will never own a Milestone game again. My money's already spent on Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, and I love this community, so I'm not going anywhere. But going forward, I will not spend any more money on these games. Don't do it. It's a trap. Anything else, anybody?
The thing is with Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 is that at the beginning, when they first announced it, it did seem like they gave an iota of a fuck. But when you look at up blog posts or like early Discord things, they did try to seem like they were giving a fuck. But I think the fact that this game just failed, it just took the win out of their sales. That's my theory anyways.
I'll tell you what I think it is. They care until they aren't making money anymore, and then they're out. So right now, they care a lot. They're extremely active in Monster Jam's server. They're there answering questions and this, that, the other. Like and we saw the same thing when they were getting ready for this game. You know, they kind of went quiet at the end of the first game. We didn't really see much of anyone in the server. But then when we got to this game, they were very active. Alexia and Milestone team, very active. But then, they had our money because we bought the game and we bought the season passes. So once they had all our money, they don't give a fuck. And then it's going to be the same for every other game. They've made it clear that this is how they do things. They act like they care about you. They get your money. They act like they care for a bit. But if you're paying attention, you can see some of the bullshit real early. They will not fucking do... The devs don't do, like, any work. All the DLC is done when the game launches. And that was pretty much proven with everything, because all the files for the DLC, for the Monster Truck game, are already out there. Like, every expansion has already been leaked. Toucan leaked it the other day. Literally everything. So they don't develop anything for your game. Once it releases, they immediately start the next project, and they will do bare minimum patches. They do as little work as possible on your game, just to make sure they get the DLC sales, and then once they're done, they pack their shit and they leave. So if you're wanting your game to get extra content, you're not going to get it ever. Once you see every DLC, that is your game. There will never be anything more than that. So there's your warning.
I think it's pretty telling how they treat their communities. When Toucan, one of their biggest kind of supporters and content creators for their game, was banned for playing the game when it's not even like he didn't do anything illegal or anything.
Just
not his fault.
Epic flubbed it.
Yeah, that was Epic's fault. That was Epic's fault.
And he was like, "Well, I guess I should cover this because
it wasn't Toucan's. It wasn't Toucan's fault. It wasn't even Milestone's fault either. And that's an Epic problem.
As somebody who makes content now, sorry, go ahead.
And just to get banned from their official Discord for covering their game.
To my knowledge, he got banned on the day where he was streaming the game nonstop. He basically was unapologetic. He's like, look, he was kind of apologetic. He's like, sorry, Milestone. I know you're going to be mad at me, but like I can't not play it. And as somebody who does make content on YouTube now, like, I get it. Like, he's got 29,000. He's got 29,000 subs. Like, this is big. You know, getting your hands on stuff like this, you gotta report it. You know, it's like, otherwise you're just leaving it on the table for somebody else to do. And why would you like willingly do that? Why be late to the party? He's gonna do what is best for him. Mm-hmm. At nearly 30k subs, you're probably trying to break through to that next barrier so you can start regularly monetizing, and you're trying to actually like get something out of your YouTube channel. Like, that's the kind of stuff he's got. This is a business decision for him. And he's not talking shit about the game. He's providing feedback, but his criticisms are very light. You know, he's very like PR speak about it. You know, he's not like, damn, this game is shit, or wow, this he'll say like, yeah, freestyle is very flawed game mode, and yeah, this camera's real bad, or oh, these physics are kind of silly. But he doesn't use expletives and things like that. You know, he's calling things out, and Milestone should be willing to watch it and be like, oh yeah, okay, we got this to work on then. We're getting feedback from people. You're getting free feedback before launch.
Here's the problems, and here are some ways to address it.
Exactly. Like, you're being given feedback for free before the game even launches. From a PR standpoint, you'd be like, we didn't mean for this game to launch, but it's we're gonna, you know, we appreciate the feedback we've gotten from the people who have played it. We're gonna work to fix the stuff that you've seen that is problematic before, you know, it releases to everybody else. But instead of doing that, they ban Toucan because they're salty that he fucking went and played the game. Like, bro.
In our case,
unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Milestone is open to feedback.
No, they're not. They're extremely.
They're not.
If you have feedback to give, with Fidestic the Fidestic situation's golden on that. They do not want you to talk about it. Shut the fuck up. You'll get what you get, and you won't throw a fit. You just deal with it. And that's their whole thing.
I imagine that's why they don't do beta tests on their games, because for one, the life cycle isn't long enough for them to probably even support a beta test.
And I think that's why they're so mad.
Anyway.
That's why they're so mad at Toucan, by the way, because he's not looking at a beta build. This isn't beta. This is launch. That is literally the launch game. There is a lot of copium over there. That it's the test build. It's not the test build. They're mad because that is the official launch build. That's your game. You're not going to see many changes. You're going to see a really pathetic day one patch, but it's not nearly going to be as big as you think it is. They are not working on it. The game is done.
The day one patch is not going to massively change it at all.
No, it's
You're
not.
going to still have the same physics. You're going to still have the same camera. I mean, it's going to be what it is.
May I offer a hypothetical before we move on?
Sure.
You may.
Hypothetically speaking, instead of the game just not getting advertised and been pushed to a release date filled with games that were just releasing like Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
the game was either delayed or had really good marketing and became a success, like an even bigger success than Hot Wheels Unleashed 1. Do you think Milestone would have treated the game the same way?
No, I think they would have treated it better.
No.
They would probably work a little bit harder to work on things and fix things. They were a little better in the first game. A little. Mm-hmm. You kind of have to erase that little when you realize that fucking Dowd was the moderator back then, but as a dev team, they were at least a little bit better back then. A little bit. But not really, because in Unleashed 1, there were a lot of things they could have fixed, and they really still didn't do a whole lot of work after it was done. So I think they would have maybe been a little bit better about it. Just a little bit.
With Unleashed 1, since it was Milestone going to Mattel, being like, hey, we want to make you a game, I think that was due to Mattel just giving them a smaller budget. So maybe that's why they weren't able to fix a lot of things, because the minute Hot Wheels Unleashed 1 was exist, Mattel was like, hey, this game's the cat's pajamas. We want you to like do it again, but better with an actual budget. So they probably like separated teams, a Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 team and a Hot Wheels Unleashed 1 team, aka the two guys that released DLC. And then that's why then throughout the process of Hot Wheels Unleashed 1, they took the feedback and then put it into the second game. Because there was actual crossplay, there's like cars people actually want to drive, there was like the sticker editor. Track editor got a bit shafted, but at least you got like placeable checkpoints to like remove cutting. And even with the Swifties and the ATVs, I would say the game balance is better than Hot Wheels Unleashed 1's, because at least heavy duties and off-roaders are like more usable thanks to the perk system.
That and anything bar cars are usable because you can switch them to Pip. That's another thing. Half the roster was useless in the first game.
They did buff bars in the second game to just buff Pips even more.
Weren't really using them unless a track was like very technical, to where there's not enough distance that a Pip could be reasonably used.
Anyways, they did care about Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. It's just the minute it was a flop, all that care just went away, either due to the executive of Milestone being like, okay, this shit was a failure, or Mattel was like, okay, you guys fucked up, no more budget for you. And then they just ditched us for Monster Jam, which was a known compared to fucking Mattel. So I'm just guessing that Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 is more of a failure due to executives than more of the dev team.
And I mean, and that could be the case, but we'll never know.
We'll never know for sure. But the thing that I find a little off-putting about that is Milestone has proven through multiple titles now that this is just how they do things. I mean, already we're seeing the MotoGP 24 community complaining about issues in their game that aren't being addressed. And that was 3 months ago. the point I guess that I'm getting at is yes, I mean clearly there was probably some overhead stuff that didn't help either. There were a lot of issues with Hot Wheels Unleashed 2's launch and everything leading up to it. The fact of the matter is their MO is get the money from pre-order, get the money from the DLC for the DLCs, deliver on the DLCs, do bare minimum work outside of that, and then move on. That's their whole thing.
My main argument against that, and this might be a faulty one, is that Hot Wheels Unleashed 1 was like their most successful game.
Out of nowhere.
Like to the point where they even
weren't expecting
won an award for like the best Italian game. So maybe the devs were like, oh shit, we actually got to try for this one. So they did try. But the minute it was, again a failure, fuck off. Yeah.
I
they
think
definitely tried it before the game released. The problem is everything after release.
Yeah.
And the marketing leading up to the game's release as well. The
biggest
issue is, and this is the whole point, is everything after that. Like I was talking in a chat earlier today, and sorry for kind of running over everybody here, but I was in a chat today, and with I think it was Kami, I was talking to Shubi and a couple others, and at the end of the day, like Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 is a good game. Okay? It's a good game. But the thing that really upsets us a lot is that it was like 90% greatness. We were so close to perfection, but Milestone could not give a fuck about going the distance and hitting it out of the park. They couldn't be bothered and actively told people to shut up by banning and timing people out for trying to encourage them to take us to greatness. Like, this may be a hot take, but it's probably one of the best Hot Wheels games that's ever been made. From car roster.
Objectively, it is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm worried that this game's failure will result in like less games like this and more to like the mobile games where you had to like grind 10 hours for like a shitty reskin.
And they will. Yeah. It absolutely will. But it's just part of the industry more than anything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This will probably be the last time we ever see Way Too Fast, Soul Air, Jet Fret 3.0. Like these cars.
No, acceleration cars will continue.
Accelerators because
they're not going anywhere.
The only time Mattel cares about fancy casting is fucking accelerators. Because accelerators fanboys will beg for accelerators and proceed not to buy the fucking DLC even though you fucking asked for it. Yeah, we have all these ugly cars because of you fuckers and you don't even buy the fucking game. Like, fuck you. I hope accelerators stays extinct. Battlefield Fires and Team Holes was better anyways. Fuck you. God fucking damn it, piece of shit. Anyway, sorry.
All right, well, I think it's enough Doom posting for the episode. Yeah, we gotten everything out.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That was 40. That was 48 minutes of Milestone Doom posting. Well done, team. I think we did a good job.
Waiting for this content. We get that out of everything.
Woo! Okay. So
now for something enjoyable.
Something awesome. So, King of the Mountain was an event that took place 2 weeks ago, as of this recording. It was hosted by your boy Gore. Put this logo together, made all these tracks. You guys saw some of the stuff that was up on the channel for it, and I even posted like a POV, my POV, but I also tried to stream as many POVs on my Twitch as humanly possible. I got a lot of this tournament broadcasted, actually, all things considered. But, so, we had a really cool event. Gore put it together. It was kind of the first of its kind, at least for our community, which was super cool. And, it had some issues, but I think in the future, it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited to see some of the other, takes on the idea. I know Soul is working on a 2v2 type thing in the future, and I'm excited to see how that goes. He tried to
clean out
use
the mountain.
he tried to use challenge brackets, which I'm very familiar with from my time in the Rocket League scene. But it broke. It broke, and so we got left with these awesome handmade brackets.
Papers! I do this stuff!
Oh, yeah.
I do this stuff whenever I'm learning different mechanics shit.
Yeah, so this
Sometimes you can't just beat the old-fashioned writing it down.
Yeah, this was Jumpy. Jumpy threw this together for us, and this is the bracket. The bracket was interesting. We had a lot of people who were unable to show up, so there were a bunch of buys through rounds and things. Like, I think, I'm trying to remember. Wolf couldn't make it.
Elias.
Afex, I don't think, could make it, if I recall correctly.
No, I couldn't.
Elias didn't make it. Neither Jerzo or Spleezu or Frost, so Jumpy got 2 free rounds.
That's crazy.
So it had its issues because people dropped out and had to go and things, but it was still a really fun event. And it ended with us having an epic toaster v toaster showdown.
That was a blast to watch.
It really was, though. Let me see if I can pull it up. How much were you guys able to watch most of the event? I know you guys were there.
Yeah, I watched it all.
I did my match with Big Mac, and I didn't eat pizza. I had no care for the rest of the event.
Wow, brutal honesty. So I mean, obviously, I had a lot of, and we'll talk about our individual performances in a minute. But like, yeah, I had a lot of I got as many of the runs on stream as possible, which culminated in that's a little too soon. The quality on this is kind of questionable, but we ended with a toaster.
Oh yeah, PowerPoint.
We had a toaster v toaster showdown between Weeb and Kami to decide the winner of this event, and ended up going to Kami, which I gotta say, I think this whole event was super fun. I had a great time. How'd your guys' bracket runs go?
I mean, I fought Kami in the first round.
That's unfortunate. That's a rough draw on the bracket.
It was. We did have the interesting oh, what's gonna happen if we put a vehicle that's a heavy duty versus a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
But
are you driving a rocket?
He just simply. Yeah, I was in Fast Fish. Yes. If you actually looked at the bracket and you paid attention, you would know that.
We just drove Power Rage.
I mean, he did say that he didn't pay attention, but yeah. Power Rage is for Bread Bowl.
Yes, it will be for Bread Bowl.
Yeah.
But he just basically just outdrove me. That's all it was, because I was driving a bit sloppy.
Dragon and I.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We had really good races. I fell off on the first one, and I believe Dragon fell off on the second, and then it was very close in the third, but right towards the end, Dragon fell.
I was so proud of you, Foot.
It was good race, good set of races those, and then I I went to race against Dweeb, and I was annihilated by the toaster.
Yeah. We found out toaster meta in the downhill King of the Mountain game, apparently. The extra weight that thing has just allows it to really, and 5 pips, that thing was crazy fast. And we had 2 toasters. We had two toasters in the first round, Pato versus Weeb. This very easily could have been Pato running through the bracket instead of Weeb. It almost, the winner of this could have been a semifinalist, is what we learned. But, yeah. How'd yours go, Dan?
Mine with Big Mac was just a shit show, because, I was hungry and he was sleepy, so, we were just half-assing it. Like, it got to the point where I had to fucking push Big Mac into the finish line, but then he ended up pushing me in, so I won for like one round. But then Big Mac kicked my ass. I'm gonna be honest, I was just there to show off my cool Twin Mill Free livery.
Based.
Can I show it off? Yeah, am I allowed?
You can show it off. Did I get it on stream by chance? Or no, you probably weren't streaming it, were you?
I wasn't. I didn't stream it, but
If
like,
you have an
I
image
have
of
a
it,
photo.
drop it in the chat for the
Recording
stream.
or text or voice?
Recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Gorson bought some bread, now let me in. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I didn't even see that.
I did. I just did silent.
Damn. Look at my livery. Look at my beautiful Twin Mill
Yeah,
Free
that
livery.
shit.
Your twin mill
Honestly,
livery was
honestly
legit.
pretty good.
That's
You did
It's
really
actually
good on
pretty
it.
fucking sweet. Not gonna lie, dude. That is
I know.
sweet.
I mean, I made a fast fish, so
Wow.
And you made that yourself?
Yeah.
It was based. It was based on a Genshin UI for an
Oh,
event.
really?
Yeah, that's super cool, man. This thing is
The
sharp as
most
fuck.
tasteful weeb shit livery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
if I can get the
amazing.
images up, may I post my fast fish in here?
Yeah, sure, go for it. While he does
Oh,
that,
yes.
I'll talk about my run through the bracket. I started very early, like 2 hours before the event actually started. Swole needed to race early. I raced him, and then I won 2-0, 2-0. So that was pretty hype. But then I was cold for a while. I was just getting set up and watching all the first round races happen, as many as I could. Excuse me. Animax ended up beating Lotar, so I had to go against Animax. And then Animax and I were pretty close for the most part. But LaFosto was just didn't quite have the chops needed to get the job done. I was close, but just not quite there. So Animax did beat me. Yeah, I mean, I had a really good time nonetheless. I think you believe it, Kami won, and then Weeb was second, and then Mac got third in a match against Nader. So it was Kami, Weeb, and then Mac, and then Nader, which I thought was pretty cool. We kind of had a feeling it was going to be a toaster final, but I think there was. Yeah, we were like, oh, is it actually going to be toaster final? And then it was, and we were like, wow, okay. Yeah, it was very cool. Awesome event. I think Gore did a great job.
The tracks were awesome.
The tracks were super cool and unique.
Great.
Yeah.
It really gave me the Need for Speed Tokyo Drift kind of mountain drifting
Gore
vibe.
needs to announce the winner for the fucking livery competition, though. Like, he set up a competition, and I was like, where's the winners? Just tell me I'm the winner. Just give me my prize. I just want my prize.
And then, Gore put a ton of work into this. And because he was doing all this work on King of the Mountain, I didn't want to, I didn't want to put too much on anyone's plate. We had a lot of events back to back, all our finales with the editing that needed to be done. So this is me basically putting out there, we don't have a Bread Bowl trailer this time.
Whack.
I could do one on the fly.
This is the trailer.
You want me to do one on the fly?
All right, I put it in that fast fish.
Oh, here we go.
It's there.
And this thing is sharp too. I like the colors on this.
It's very blue.
It is very blue, but I like the fade. I think it's very sweet. I think, honestly, the thing I dislike the most about Fast Fish is actually the rims.
The rims?
Yep, rims. Otherwise, it's a beautiful car. Like, I love it. It's just the rims.
No,
I don't like the rims on it.
It's fucking boring.
No, it's not. That's fucking
Drift
hot,
and
bro.
brake is better, and that's because it turned into a station wagon.
Well, You have Dandube takes, so L plus ratio plus Dandube take.
I mean, Dan, Twin Mill 3 is inferior to regular Twin Mill.
No.
I actually agree with that.
No, I disagree. Twin Mill 3 is better than Twin Mill 1.
Twin Mill 3
Nah.
is slick.
Look, Twin
I
Mill
like
1
the
has
smoother
that
look
elegance to it.
I think the smoother look works better.
Twin Mill 3 is definitely like
The best. I know.
cool, but like Twin Mill 1
Can we agree that Twin Mill 2
it's a
is
silver
fucking
fox of a
hideous?
casting.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's good.
yeah.
No, how
Twin
dare
Mill
you,
2.
sir?
It
Twin
is
Mill 2
gross.
is better than most casteds released today.
Dude, Twin Mill 2 sucks ass.
Twin Mill 2 is better than La Fasta. Fight me.
Hell
I
no.
will.
He'll
I
fight
will
you right
fight
now
you
on
on
the
that.
track.
Twin Mill 2 is
1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me, fucking.
Look, I'm a Velocity X.
Sure, I'll 1v1 you, me and LaFosta.
Twin Mill 2 ain't it.
You and Twin Mill 2. Oh, wait! Twin Mill 2 sucks, so it's not in the game, because they picked the better
Fuck
ones.
you.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Oh, man. I guess I
Fuck
win.
you.
I guess LaFosta wins by default. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Fuck you, you Swifty.
Common it's a
Dan,
fucking
I don't. Dan,
balance.
hear me out, but I don't think you need another 1v1 situation when you try to call me out for not being the bar boost.
That
Oh, I
was
forgot
legit.
about the-
Nah,
I
that was
forgot about the
bullshit.
bar.
I would have won that fucking 1v1 if it wasn't fucking collisions off. Fuck's sake.
What? So you were going to
Right now
shove
to
him
make it
off?
More interesting. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm a bad collisions on racer than collisions off.
Why is
bro.
that? What part of collisions on
Why
makes
is
you
that?
better?
I don't know.
Okay, Dan.
See, here's the thing. That's how you know that he's prepared to bash, and that's the answer. Because if he actually the actual argument you could make is that you can block lines.
I mean,
in
blocking
collisions
lines
line.
is a type
Yeah,
of
of course
bashing.
you're gonna say that now. No, it's not. Blocking lanes.
Oh,
is,
shut it!
blocking
Fuck
lanes.
off, bro. I just like
blocking lanes
collisions
is
on
not.
more.
Dan.
Blocking
Here's
lanes
the
is
thing,
normal
right?
racing.
Blocking a lane is being defensive. Bashing is being offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
My guy, you just should have been collisions on. I don't fucking care. Just
Just run it back with collisions on. I guarantee you the result's gonna be the same.
no, it fucking ain't. No, it fucking ain't.
You know what this sounds like to me?
Sign
Brad?
that contract, Gunnar. Sign that contract.
Sounds like a lot of
Sounds like a
load of
skill issue.
hoopla.
All
But
right.
Lou,
All right, let's
you're
continue.
likable, so I can't hate on you.
It was a
I
fun little
guess-
detour.
Any other King of the Mountain stuff before we move on?
I don't think so.
It was really fun.
It was.
King of the
Banning
Mountain 2
Swift
win.
was cool.
Pink
I guess
the mountain win.
I'll shout out Jumpy, Soul, and Gore for all their work on it. I think it was fun. It was a little bit of a mess at first, but once we got things going, it was fantastic. And I think we learned a lot, and I think it's going to be great next time. So, yeah. All right, so now we can start talking about Bread Bowl 4,
Bread
Jelly
Bowl.
Jam.
All
The
right.
Bread Bowl.
The Red Bull.
Hey, Toasty's got a
Yes.
jar of jam.
Yes, he does.
Red Rising.
I'm super excited for this. I got a little bit of stuff to announce right now, and I'm gonna put a lot of this into chat, into the Discord. So if you don't, a lot of people will already know this by the time this goes up. But I did a poll on the start time for the event because it looks like a lot of people would benefit from moving it back an hour. I don't think we're gonna try and strike a middle ground. So the event starts at 3, which is Eastern US. So it starts 1 hour before normal World Race Unleashed time. Okay? But we're not going to start racing right away. This time, I'm going to take the time to make sure all the groups are correct, adjusted as needed, all the spreadsheets are ready. I'm going to make sure that everyone can get into a lobby together, and there's no weird internet issue that causes me to need to change groups. So we're going to go through a whole list of things. I'm going to get somebody to be designated screenshot person, people to run their respective lobbies, I'm going to get all this stuff together. We're going to make sure everything runs smoothly. And we're going to take our time with it. So the idea is we're going to get started at 3 o'clock, but the races are not going to start until later. Like 3:30, 3:45. So like 15 minutes or so before the normal World Race Unleashed time. The idea being, as long as we're better organized and ready to go, I can start racing at a later time to give some people a little more time to show up and to get into their groups. And we can still get done in a timely manner. The idea this time is that the only thing that will hold us up is the points tally I have to do after the qualifying round. So make sure you are ready at the scheduled time for the event so we can get everything set up so that when other people trickle in later, we're ready to go. And there's nothing to worry about. I'm
3
hoping...
o'clock, July 20th.
Yeah. I'm hoping...
This weekend, be ready for the Bread Bowl.
The Bread Bowl! Jelly Jam!
Bread Rising.
It's Sunday.
Saturday.
Saturday.
At 3 p.m.
Get ready to
before your bedtime.
Yeah, so we're be on time, and we're trying to hit a middle ground. I don't want to screw over people who were ready for the original start time. However, there's a lot of people who need that extra hour. I can't promise I'm going to give you that whole hour because I need to get the racing done in a timely manner. The points can take however long they need. The finale points can take however long I need them to. I just need to get all the racing done by a certain time. In order to make that happen, I can start a little bit later, but I can't start it real late. So I'm going to try and shoot the gap. That way we can get as many people in as possible. If you're not here on time, just show up and hop in with your group. And you'll just get points for whatever races you're here for. Don't stress about it. I want as many people to participate as possible. If you miss a few races, you might not be able to win the prize, but we're here because it's the Bread Bowl, it's not all about the prize. Only one person's going to get that. We're here to have a good time, though, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to try and get as many people in as possible. I'm hoping that being really thorough with the setup will allow more time to people while making sure the event also runs more smoothly. So that's the plan there.
The real victory would be all 5 highway haulers getting into the finale.
Right now, I don't know if all 5 highway haulers are even going to make it to the event. Last I heard, 2 of them are either going to be missing entirely or late. So we'll see what happens.
Bro.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping they all show up. I do know that we've got a fun cast of cars that will be there anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it.
3 Swifts.
I still have the images I made that have all the cars that were in each group before anybody was confirmed leaving.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go over it here in a little bit, but I guess yes. Make sure you again. The day this is going up, so when you see this video, it'll be today, later tonight, later this evening. The livery competition stream will happen, and on that same stream, I will announce the full track list, all of them. So you will get 12 hours, with most of them being in the middle of the night, to at least look at some of these tracks. I've only announced Pizza Plaza and Crouton Cliffs so far.
And Banana Bonanza.
I have not announced Banana Bonanza.
He is not.
That's not official.
Who said that?
Street League.
I mean, it was a Street League finale track, or no, it was a Nitrox League finale track, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not official yet. The only other track that I have announced is Extra Crustrial, but I've only shown videos of that. That track's not released.
Extra what?
Extra Crustrial. Extra Crustrial.
Are we just making up words now?
Extraterrestrial. Extra Crustrial. It's hilarious. It's in the hangar. It's in Hangar 68.
I'm gonna put you in
grew
a
up
hanger in a minute.
in the English
Ooh.
land.
The fuck? But yeah, no, the track is
sorry.
called Extraterrestrial. I mean, would you rather me do more alliteration, or would you rather have something kind of funny for once? A little bit different.
More alliteration.
More Okay, well, you're boring. What am I saying? Why do I care about Dandube Take? Extraterrestrial is a banger
Fuck
name.
you, dude. Alliteration is the best thing
I
to
mean, it
ever happen
is.
to the English language.
Most of my tracks do have alliteration.
Man, alliteration cannot be the best thing ever because sliced bread exists.
No, he's got a point. He's got a point. You can't fight that
Scrumptious slice of bread. Fuck you, bitch.
logic.
Checkmate, liberal.
All right, let me grab the rifle.
Okay, all right.
I'll make sure I won't miss.
Whoa, chill, chill. Okay, so
Wait, I just realized what you said.
chill the fuck out. If I had an editor, I'd be like, cut that out. Chill.
If you want me to, I can bleep
No,
it.
don't worry about it. I don't think
We
anyone's
don't want a
too mad
cloud
about it.
gas situation on our
Yeah, I
hands.
was gonna say no. It's not a tenacious D level screw up right now. Again, that is a Gunner joke. It does not represent the broadcast.
I am not representative of the group.
He is
Gunner
is representative of Gunner and not the broadcast as a whole. I do not condone these conversations. Anyway,
Man,
Bread Bowl.
Of course, it's the Chroma Strider boys who are doing this stuff.
You
What do you mean,
fucks.
Chroma Strider boys? Y'all fuckers dead.
This is why you guys are extinct.
We're controversial.
So you got
dead as a
canceled.
fucking skeleton team. How you managed that?
Alright, well, we got some groups. So the wheel did wheel things and it made groups. So here's what we got. Group 1 is Jumpy, TJ, myself, Spleezu, Bizor, Yoda, Killer Frost, Sergi on YouTube, Aphex, and Kolu. This is, I guess we'll go one group at a time. What do you guys think about this
like
group?
a really fun group.
You're damn right. It looks like it absolutely looks like that. Whoop.
Very competitive, as well.
Oh, wrong tab.
Do you want me to put the images I made so we can visualize all the vehicles there?
Yeah, send it.
All right.
Send it
They
in
are
chat real
in
quick.
order in the.
Oh, except Group 4 is not going to be completely right anymore. But...
Well, I mean, these were made before any changes.
Whoop.
You just
So here's Group 1.
Here
Here are the cars for Group 1. So it is a pretty interesting group. Got the Bone Shaker Unleashed, Audi R8 Spider. I'm in the La Fasta. Got a GT Scorcher. We've got 2 Highway Haulers and Fast Gassin. And we got the Mountain Mauler. At the Fiat. And then we got one of the Lancias. One of Lancias. The Stratos.
Who's the weirdo that picked the fucking Audi R8, bro?
That was shit. I mean, first of all, I love the Audi R8. I just wish it wasn't really convertible.
It's a nice car.
I don't like the Spider as much.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it was Kolu. Kolu picked the Audi R8.
I do not know who this man is, so he's irrelevant. Throw him in the bin.
Colarosu?
Whoa.
You know
damn.
Colarosu.
You know.
Do I know Colarosu?
Yeah, you definitely are aware of Colarosu.
You are aware.
I have a very bad memory, so...
You know Kolu.
We
You
found
don't
this
realize it, but you know Kolu. You're gonna see him in chat later and be
Colarosu,
like,
if I do know you, you have
You're gonna
bad
see
taste
him
in
later, like,
cars.
he watches these. You're gonna see him in the WRU server later in one of the chats and be like, oh
You're
yeah.
gonna see the comment section of this video call you out.
Anyway, he'll be in the
Colarosu,
comments
if you
most
are
likely.
watching this video, why did you pick the Audi R8 Spider? I do want you to answer me after this video comes up and talk to me, because I really want to know. This isn't even a bit. I just want to know your opinion. I just want to know his opinion on the car.
Okay.
Like, bro, like this ain't
Look at
even a bit. I just
Look at
want to know.
It's beautiful.
Like,
car looks
genuinely,
cool.
after this video, tag me
It's
in the World
fucking-
Race Unleashed server and just tell me,
Convertible
please, bro. I want to know.
convertibles are not cool.
It looks cool and it has good handling.
Yeah, I agree.
Drives
I
well.
dig it. I like the car personally. But hey,
It's ugly.
this is a
The
pretty cool
spider
group.
is ugly.
Yeah, I agree. Spider isn't as cool as the hardtop. Anyway, this is a cool group. It's really a mixed bag of cars, especially.
It really is, though. You got 2 off-road vehicles.
Yep. And
Like,
3 heavy
off-road,
duties, a few
off-road
balanced,
ones,
There
a
are
drifter.
4 balanced in that group.
and a drifter.
'Cause the R8 is a balance, not a rocket, right?
I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting group.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see how this group plays out, like for sure. Especially because like some of the best drivers in this group are using meme picks.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some of the tracks. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the tracks are pretty good for heavy duties. There are some areas there are some sections where the weight is gonna carry the speed for these cars.
Jump
So,
question mark?
I can, if you've seen any of the videos for Extraterrestrial, there is a section with jump tech, so that will give them a big advantage on the back half of the track.
Actually, no, I don't know how much that would fame because they do have to run green build, so.
Well, we'll see.
They
They're
already
still
have an
probably heavier
immense-
than most cars.
They're already heavy, and they
Yeah.
have an immense boost region, so they
So as long as you're not running like the green perk, you're probably still going to get advantage from it.
message me here.
So, Group 2 is another interesting group. I think we kind of dubbed, like, the Group 1 was kind of like, what do we call the first group? It's kind of like the silly group.
Yeah, the
City boys.
Yeah.
The silly group, the funny the funny boys.
Yeah, and then we have Group 2, which I think was called, Group 2 was basically called the OGs for the most part.
Or as I dubbed them, the Boomer Squad.
They're the Boomer Squad, yeah. So it's.
I can't believe I'm in the fucking Boomer Squad.
So it's
Yes, you are.
Gunner, Dandube, Natter, Animax, Pesh, Buttons, RJ, Norton, and Joda. All these guys have been in the community for a long time now. No real like new faces in there. So it's like,
Truly.
it truly is. Like this is an OG group for sure.
Everyone in Group 2 I had fucking beef with at some point of time. Except for maybe Joda and Norton.
You saying you have beef with yourself?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Fuck that guy. He made shit liveries in season 4.
That Dandube guy. Fuck that guy. He sucks.
Yeah, fuck that British prick, bro.
Who is
What
that
is he on
guy?
about?
Who is this kid?
That guy robbed me of an
Who is this
invite
fucking
on Basher's
kid?
Delight.
Oh my god.
You
Fuck
really
you.
did. I saw
that fucking
I saw that,
breadcast
Dan. That
video
was
where you just fucking
unfortunate.
showed it out for no fucking reason.
So unfortunate.
Like that fucking, you were way past that. You were like, yeah, let's just show this on stream. Yeah, let's be silly.
It was silly. It was fucking fantastic. It was the best part
It
of the
hurt my
episode.
feelings.
It was
It
the
hurt my
best.
feelings.
It was the best part of the episode. Be glad to just know that you were never more liked than in that moment.
Why must I be liked when I'm fucking suffering, bro? What is BDSM bullshit?
Oh, don't worry, you like it.
I love this car. I
no,
love
I
this car
don't.
selection. I love this car selection a lot. I think it's a very interesting group of cars.
It
You
is
don't.
pretty cool.
You never see
Why is
any
that
of these
fucking
things except for
Power
like
Rage?
Slingshot.
Fucking ugly piece of shit.
I do agree that I think Power Rage and most of the Tekken cars for that matter, not the most attractive, but I think Power Rage is better than some of the others, I guess.
Like what?
Well, I think it's better looking.
Name one.
I think
I
Reverb.
think-
I think Reverb is fucking hideous.
Bro.
I love Reverb.
Get this man off the stage. Like, fuck off.
Reverb is hideous. Don't at me. It's trash.
Oh,
How is that the
Absolutely
hideous one?
It's okay.
You're
we're
fine
all
with
wrong
Power
at some
Rage, but
point.
Reverb is where you draw the fucking line.
Power Rage looks infinitely better than Reverb.
I like
Power
them
Rage
both
is
for different
the
reasons.
You know, yet you don't like the fucking Lamborghini.
What?
What?
Is
I don't know,
Reverb is
fucking
Reverb supposed to
Reverb-
be a Lamborghini?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
the guy
If
who
it-
designed it was a massive Lamborghini guy.
But that doesn't mean it is a Lamborghini.
It does not look
I don't
anything
know.
like
Every
one.
time I drive Revo, I just
Correlation
feel
does
like I'm
not
driving
mean
fucking
causation.
Diablo.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I think Baseline's probably the best looking Teku car.
You know
will
what? Finally,
agree
a
with
good
that.
fucking opinion on this show. Good lord.
Really, I was gonna say Synchro.
Followed by Synchro. Followed by Synchro.
Okay, fine. That's an agreeable opinion.
But yeah, I think Baseline is based. Anyway, rest of these cars. Solid group, yeah.
Slingshot, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really fun group to watch, for sure.
What's the car under Spectate?
El Segundo Coupe.
Yep.
That's
Gotcha.
What he said.
Who picked El Segundo Coupe?
That was Buttons.
good car, Dan. You wouldn't know that.
Oh yeah,
And,
Buttons.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
Buttons.
Buttons is in this event.
I'm so glad Buttons is back. I'm really
I'm quite
happy.
happy.
I'm so glad to
pretty
have Buttons
cool.
back. So, I'm
Who's,
excited to see him out there.
Who's driving
I hope he
Technidium?
appears in
Yeah,
That's
season.
Animax.
I know
Animax.
that's gonna happen.
Animax.
I had it. Well, I still have
Why does
Technidium.
Why
but,
does Judge send you a message? We just see that that Jesus image pop up at the top left.
Look!
I
It's
have,
an admin's thing. I'm an admin, so I get messages.
Sorry, I got hit with God's calling me.
I have the actual car model for Technidium, and the spoiler on that car very fragile.
Hey, you bet, dude. I bet.
It was running through the Swamp Realm track playset, and there's like a little plastic door that kind of hangs down on one of it.
It clotheslined it?
It clotheslined.
Oh.
Yeah, the spoiler clotheslined it and snapped off.
Rip.
I couldn't find it.
Fucking rip. So, we're going to go from Group 2 to Group 3, also known as the Group of Death. You've got
the 1,000-yard stare.
The absolute ballers. Some of the best drivers this game has ever seen. Power Pipes,
and they're right there
Soul
in
Crusher,
one group.
Billick, Pato, Fidestic, Big Mac, and Kami. And then also Swole and Gore are there. Those poor guys.
Bro, what do you mean? Gore is a baller.
Gore is a baller.
Ballin'.
Gore is a baller, but that is a stacked crowd to be racing with. Like, holy shit.
Gore's gonna win. All in that muscle
Gore.
On God.
I hope the racing gods have mercy on your souls.
I will say though,
muscle tone.
He's also
he is in muscle tone. He's fine.
He is in muscle tone. Pato is also going to be suffering though because he's out here. He's on the
highway hauler.
He's on the highway hauler.
I mean, it is collisions off.
We got
on. What?
Collisions on. Collisions on.
I was gonna say it's collisions on. We're collisions on, bud. We're partying.
We've got two.
Yeah, but you know, you could always just do.
We
You could just always do, the little banana. If you know what I'm saying.
I don't even know what you're on about. Who's this guy yapping?
I'm a stroke, help.
So no intentional bashing. So there's that rule. But still,
just don't make it. Just don't make it look intentional.
It's gonna happen on its own because Desync's a bitch. But
yeah,
so you don't need to bash anybody. You will anyway. So
Unplug.
Yeah,
100% certainty
I like
it's gonna happen.
I like this.
Unplug the LAN cable.
Me too. I think it's sorry. I'll bring it back. We didn't need it. Ah! Oh. What happened?
Where'd it go?
Whoa! Everything's exploding. There it is. So yeah, I mean, we got a pretty interesting crew here. We got a couple. Oh, a couple of these have changed. I think. No,
I do know that.
These two are still the same. No, it's not this group. It's not this group where the change happened. So no, we're cool. This is all still the same.
Oh, okay.
I just know that.
I think it's Group 4 that had the change, right?
Group 4 has the most changes, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other groups don't really have any changes other than potential dropouts. Right?
Yeah, we have a few dropout potentials, but
I'll tell you what, I ain't changing my car.
Neither am I.
Yeah, but this group, this has got some cool stuff in it. We've got a couple Swifts here, and I wanted to see Swifts. I did ban a lot of them, but I still wanted to see some Swifts because I want to see how they stack up. So I'll be excited to see how they do in comparison. No, we got some great rockets, some
Unfortunately, you got hit
drifters.
with the 5 trucks having
Can't wait
sex.
for Kami to be the prince of all 3 Swifts.
Why was he being cringe? That was very cringe of him.
He has straight up said that he thought more people were going to pick 3-pip Swifts. He said if he realized that like almost nobody was picking them, he would have picked something else. So like I don't even hold it against him. He just thought that more people were going to pick
against him. He still should have picked the Taco.
And as well, Swole picked Synchro.
He said he would have picked. He said he would have picked carne asada or whatever it's called. The fucking salad on wheels. Or whatever it's called.
Carne asada.
Yeah, carne asada. Yeah, he said he was going to take that. He would take that if he hadn't already selected ballistic. So.
Yeah. And I think Swole, he mentioned that's like one of the main reasons he picked Synchro was because he had started a Synchro livery for King of the Mountain and then switched to Technetium.
Yeah.
So he's putting that livery into a use.
Not anymore. He actually changed the livery because he wants. It's a new livery now because he's debuting his team. They got team livery.
Oh. I thought we're not going to talk about the finales.
Yeah, well, I mean, mild spoiler. I mean, it's in the freaking livery competition. I'm gonna have to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
It'll
be fine, Dan.
So then.
Never mind.
The last group. Last group we've got is
most changes.
A lot of newer people, a lot of newer faces, and like a lot of people from like Wolf's crew. So we got Matthias, F1 Wolf Racer, Wolf of Vengeance, Judge Days. Velocity has taken over for Garnables. We got Lotar, Copper, Footloose is here, and then we've got
here I am.
Alyssa. So Footloose, are you?
I know that in this image, this doesn't show Velocity's car. This is still where Garnables was still there.
Yeah, Garnables is in the
Exotic.
So Exotic is, and it was replaced with Speed Slayer?
Yes, Speed Slayer.
Oh, is it bad that I can't even, what does Speed Slayer even look like?
I
don't remember.
It's really kind of like thin rocket with two fins.
That thing.
It's a rectangle.
Got it. Okay, yeah. I know what that car is. Yeah, that thing is an interesting one for sure. It also sounds like we're going to be missing people from this group. I think Matthias might not make it. Judge might be late. And then Footloose, are you Barack or are you dead? Do you know?
I'm Barack.
You're Barack. Let's go. Okay,
we're in it to win it.
Footloose will be here. He was a questionable, but he's good to go. That's fucking awesome. A big hype right there. So, yeah, this is an interesting group for sure. I'm really excited to see how it goes for these guys. Judge was originally in. He's the other big change. He was originally in the Group C Fantasy, so you can get rid of this as well because if he shows up at all, hope he does. He is in also Highway Hauler.
Yeah,
I love the the shiny purple spine buster.
Yep.
Why is it purple?
I don't know. It was just like a variant instead of matte black.
It's a variant. I think it's I don't know what it is. It's just one of those like rare variants, I suppose.
It's very cool.
Maybe Gen 2?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So, with all this being said, let me get this out of here.
Yeah, it was just a variant. That's all.
We've got 4 groups. Let's assume that everybody here shows up. So let's just assume everyone shows up for every race. I can tell you that like Aphex and Judge are probably going to be late if they show up at all, but let's assume everybody shows up on time. Which 2 people from each group, pick 2 people from each group to go to the finale, for the prize.
Oh man.
Let's start with Group 1. Who are the favorites from Group 1? From Group 1.
Killer Frost.
Frost, yeah.
I'm gonna say Frost and Bread, Group 1.
I don't know
I
if
wanna
Frost
say
is good to
Frost
show
and
up because recently he didn't really show up for neither the finales or the Here on the Mountain. If he doesn't show up, I don't know, maybe fucking Sergi, fucking the only other fucking bone shaker enjoying the server.
If Frost doesn't show up, then Yoda.
In a highway hauler.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that's a fucking take right there.
absolutely.
I obviously have a built-in advantage because I'm the only one who knows all the tracks, but I haven't been practicing them, so it's not like I'm giving myself an advantage. I just have the track maker advantage, I guess. That's it, though. I've not been practicing my tracks. I've been too busy. I've been too locked into the finales I was a part of, and then after that I took a break, so I've not been practicing for these. More fair that way. But yeah, I think if I had to pick, I would say that it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's myself, and I'm gonna say Spleezu.
Oh yeah, Species Day. Yeah, he's winning.
Yeah, I think Spleezu is myself and Spleezu from Group 1. That's my prediction.
He's probably gonna tell everyone there. He's like, "Nah, I'd win."
All right, Group 2. Gunner, Dan, your group. Who's going to the finale?
I'd win.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd win.
I was hoping this would devolve into that.
I'm not gonna say myself mainly because I plan to just completely go in blind with no practice.
Fair.
Because I just want to have the best time, and I think that's gonna do it.
Mhm.
So I think if anyone here is gonna get there, I've got 3 in mind, really.
Okay.
It would be between, from what I know, either gonna be RJ, Animax, and Nader, I believe.
Nader is gonna be boring and cringe and boring. Is gonna sweat his ass off fucking training these tracks.
I've made it so
For
that's
no
not possible.
fucking reason.
Yeah, it's not possible.
You will only be able to train for 12 hours, basically.
He's gonna spend
and for
every
limited,
12
not
of
even
those
you can't even
hours.
train for all the tracks either.
There's just
Because
too
that's
many of
gonna
them.
that's on a need to know basis.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
He'll find a way. He'll find a way to sweat.
I think you're sleeping on. Here's what I think, and I'm gonna explain why. Or unless Footloose has a prediction. Foot, do you have a prediction?
I have. This is just who I want to see.
Okay, go ahead. I like it. Hell yeah.
And I want to see Buttons too. I want to see Pesh.
That's based. That would be crazy if those are the two that come out of this round. I would love it. I would all for it.
Because you see, Dan, I think you and I were gonna be at the bottom. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Don't drag me down with you, bitch.
I don't need to try to do that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pick 2 of the most, the very adept drivers. They can hop in weird cars and be very fast with them on pretty much anything. First try. They first try like everything. Joda and RJ.
I can see that.
Sudden stop and solid muscle. Give me Joda and RJ from this group.
Solid stop, sudden muscle.
Did I say that?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking that I just stroked out. Okay, cool. I was like, no way, I just said that, right?
No.
Okay. Group of death.
Sudden muscle is just steroids.
Group of death. Who survives the group of death to go to the finale? Kami? Okay.
It's gonna be Goal and Pato.
I'm gonna say Kami and Mac.
Kami and Mac? I think Mac is gonna go hard because he loves the Bread Bowl. So I think Mac is probably a good lock. Kami isn't
Mac
practicing.
for sure.
Now, I'm saying Mac purely because I want to see that he's the only 2-pip vehicle.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
2-pip?
He's in Mad Manga.
Oh, ew.
No, isn't El Segundo only 2 pips?
3.
It is 3? Okay, I misremembered.
No, isn't it 4?
No.
It's at 3 or 4. It's either one.
Is
On
it-
Hot
is it
Wheels right
4?
now. Hang on.
Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. Get back
Hold
to us
up.
when you know.
But yeah, I think Mac and Fedestic. That's my picks.
I feel like. See, I'm gonna say Big Mac. I feel like I gotta say Soul so he doesn't come back to the
Segundo
bakery
is
and
4.
threaten to burn it down.
Segundo is 4.
It is 4. Wow, okay, that's crazy. So I'm gonna say Big Mac, and then Soul rides the waves of chaos to a finale, to the finale group through the group of death. That's my prediction.
No insult, Locke. He's probably just going to be punted off.
He is in the
round.
Solaire CX4, which is actually a fucking goated car. So I think he'll be pretty quick. Okay, lastly, Group 4. I don't know about you guys. I'm looking at Group 4. I'm looking at this solid stack of cars, and I think Footloose is going to the finale.
You know what? I have to.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Alongside
Ride that
Judge.
Pip out of there.
I've been driving bread tracks since before bread tracks were a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
What does that even mean?
Wait, what is Footloose driving?
He's in Iridium.
Iridium.
You grown to quite like that car, don't you?
I do.
I mean, it is sweet. It looks sweet. Not gonna lie.
I did my best on the livery.
I think it looks
you did
awesome.
a great job.
I haven't seen the livery. I'm just talking about the car itself.
I know
It
you
looks
haven't
sweet.
seen it.
Yeah. To the Footloose meme pick aside, I'm gonna say that the roller toaster. So Wolf of Vengeance takes the roller toaster and is joined by Matthias if he's able to show up, but I've got him down as questionable.
My F1 Wolf Racers in the ballistic.
I'm talking about Wolf of Vengeance.
Yeah, we're talking.
No, but F1.
Oh,
no,
right.
Like
I see what you're
F1
saying. Yes, he's gonna be stupid fast in that thing. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
My
right. You're right. I see what you're
guess.
saying.
My guess is Wolf Racer, F1 Wolf Racer.
A pack of
Copper.
wolves.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
so
I'm gonna say Wolf
my-
Racer Copper.
I like that.
My
That's
pick
based.
from Group 4 would be
Copper's in
amongst
Slingshot. I'm pretty sure.
would be amongst Matthias, Wolf Racer, Vengeance, and Judge. Those 4. Amongst those 4.
Cool. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Things are happening. I'm on the wrong screen. My mouse is freaking out. Oh god.
It's the Casual
jeez.
Crusaders. They found us.
Milestone found us. They
no.
didn't like the talking
They turned
bad.
down. They turned shit down. All right. Let me see. Do I have anything else? I think we got everything. So we're cool. Super excited for Bread Bowl 4 Jelly Jam. Remember, later today, go to my Twitch, www.twitch.tv/breadmg_. Yep, that's
It
it.
should be linked in the description.
Probably. I will probably remember to put it down there. So follow it and then get ready. Turn on notifications. Woo! All that fun shit. And then, yes, the livery competition. I'm reacting to them live. I've not seen these liveries, so I'm going to see them in all their glory for the first time on stream. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it, so check it out. And then tomorrow is the Bread Bowl. And again, I will be live on Twitch for the Bread Bowl. So don't miss it. We're going to have a freaking awesome time. It'll be super fun. Crazy car picks, crazy tracks. Super excited for it all. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and hope you guys are looking forward to competing this weekend. You two? 3? There's 3 of you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. Anything else about anything from you guys?
No, I don't think so.
I got my Cinco de Mayo out of the way at the beginning.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Since Soul is a hit, Riptide.
Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening. Keep your eyes
that's
peeled.
fucking horrifying.
It's beautiful.
No.
He's beautiful. I love him.
Wonderful. I
I
like
love him. He's precious.
Jamming.
He's fucking jamming. Yes, I love
jamming.
Toasty. Toasty's
He's staring
based.
into my soul. I'm scared, bro.
He's pumping the jams straight into your soul.
I do not want these jams.
You do want these jams. These jams are based.
No, I don't.
You do.
It's the jelly jam.
It's the jelly
I need to
jam.
go.
We jamming.
I need to
It's the
go.
bread bowl. We jamming. We jamming it.
We're full.
Into first gear. Yeah. Woo yeah. Jelly jam.
Like,
Bread
genuinely
bowl.
terrified in the Friday
Saturday.
already.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.